Good morning. The heavy rain for the day is over. It's 9:05 in the morning. Again, today's going to look a lot like Friday did. It's always tough on these days as a forecaster to tell you if you have plans, let's say at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Is it going to be raining all over the place, or will there only be a few showers here and there? That's an awfully tough call, but I can tell you we're not going to see any more widespread, steady hours of rainfall, if you will, until we get more into the maybe even mid to late evening hours of tonight. Now, here's a look at some of the live cameras. I think the Domain Serene Winery camera might have gone belly up a little bit earlier this morning, but it did show some clearing back behind that front. Willamette Valley Vineyards in Salem currently getting a shower. It's really wet out in Gresham from Gresham Subaru. There's Camas Meadows, snow on the ground in Sun River, some breaks in Lewis River. The Silverton Christmas market lights down there at the Oregon Garden Resort. You've got some raindrops up in Welch's, but the snow, there was a dusting of snow the other day. That's gone. Some breaks in cloud cover in Vancouver. Still a little bit of snow on the ground in Hood River, but the gorge temperatures have warmed above freezing. It's raining out there now in terms of precipitation, and the gorge will be in the 40s today and 50s tomorrow. The snow is all gone. In fact, in Carson, that's Elk Ridge Golf Course in the gorge. And there's the Inn at Ottercrest along the coast with the clouds, and looks like it's fairly quiet right now. So some sun breaks and a scattered shower day moving forward on this Saturday. I do want to, we have a lot to get to. I do want to update you on the mountain real quick. Timberline currently 31. I just updated these snow totals, 20 inches now of new snow going back to Thursday when this started up at Timberline. Meadows reporting 22. Ski Bowl, which is basically government camp at 4,000 feet at their base, has 15 inches of new snow. The snow level is holding at 30 at 4,000 feet today. Pardon me, and the temperatures are holding pretty much at 32. Thank you to Hillcrest Ski and Sports, by the way, in Gresham for sponsoring my ski forecast page. More snow to come today. The winter storm warning continues in the Cascades through this evening, and then the snow level is still expected to be 6,000 feet or higher tomorrow morning. Here are the snow levels: 7,000 feet Sunday afternoon. Monday, 7,000 to 8,000 feet. And of course, that's all rain. That's all rain falling on a lot of fresh snow. That's going to be some fairly rapid runoff in areas, streams, and more on our flooding concerns coming up. I do want to mention Timberline had hoped to open today, but they've said, nope, we can't do it. It's too windy. And I wrote under my notes here, winter storm warning through the day Saturday, strong winds on the upper mountain gusting 50 to 70 miles per hour. Generally speaking, when you get up above 6,000 feet is where you have those strongest winds this morning. And there's going to be strong winds on the mountain again tomorrow, which makes me think the odds of Timberline being able to open tomorrow, not very good. But it looks like they're going to wait and make that call later today or tomorrow. But that is, and keep in mind, even with rain and not snow coming, which will get down to bare pavement over the Cascade passes, windy, heavy rain is very difficult travel up in the mountains as well. Siskiyou Summit had some snow to our south. That's clean now. Santiam, is this update? Yeah, that's this morning at nearly 9 o'clock in the morning. Still a lot of snow. That will be melting off. Willamette Pass still has snow. That will be melting off. There's Cabbage Hill looking pretty decent with a temperature of 34 and getting out into the Blue Mountains on I-84. So we're keeping an eye on what the mountain's doing. Now I want to specifically get into the rain threat and the flooding threats as we get going into the coming days. Here's the full disk water vapor of our part of the world in the northern hemisphere and down past the equator, actually. I want you to notice the green color. Just follow my mouse. See now, right here, see the darker green? That's the heavy moisture that spilled through our area last night. And notice there's a little bit of rain that's starting to, or deeper moisture, it's starting to surge inland coming up from our south. So again, it's tough to tell how much dry time versus how much wet time we get on the Saturday. But the bigger story, see all of this moisture right back in here, and then the moisture continues. This is all that's going to yet come into us. Now, if you go down here, you see the Hawaiian Islands. There's certainly this fetch of moisture that's come up from the south. And again, this is a huge ball of moisture that is yet to come in. And I'm going to get into my main concerns coming up. Let's start with the watch warning map here on the National Weather Service. We talked about this yesterday, the dark green, which basically encompasses all of Western or most of Western Oregon, Western Washington, is a flood watch that's posted up through at least Tuesday. I think it will likely be extended into the day Wednesday. This color along the coast, that's for sneaker waves, beach hazards. Active weather like this, boy, you really got to be careful if you're on the beach. And then this color, the Weather Service popped up a wind advisory, the brown tone there, for this morning. It was windy this morning. Gusts generally stayed at 40 or less. They've got a wind watch up for tonight with that next batch of moisture coming in into the day Sunday. But that's going to be the same thing. It's going to be just rainy and noticeably blustery with winds generally gusting to 40 in sporadic spots and not warmer than that. So just realize, probably want to set some things in. Maybe you have some Christmas decorations you want to pull off of the roof or that sort of thing if they're not really hunkered down. The winter storm warning here in the Cascades will expire later today. And then this is a wind advisory or warning rather for 60-mile-per-hour winds from the west, mainly this afternoon, early evening out into the Columbia Basin. So again, you get the idea. There's lots going on. So what about rain? You hear the term, and I tell you what, the media and other meteorologists have absolutely fallen in love with the term atmospheric river. It's a term that's been around, I think, as long as I am old, but lately the media has really fallen in love with it. This is what we call, this is what I look at rather for potential total precipitable water. It's called TPW, total precipitable water. And you look in these moisture belts, see the red, that's down along the equator. And then what you look for are these little fingers. Here's a little plumes of moisture that extend out of that and come up to the north. And these little extensions, kind of fingers of moisture, I've got this one outlined in white, are the atmospheric rivers, elongated plumes of moisture that will feed into our region. And they bring, depending on how big they are, hours of steady rain to days of steady rain. This next one that's building out to sea is the one that's going to come in overnight tonight into the day Sunday. And if you look at the yellow color, that's enough precipitable water, if you do the math on it, to give us about 1.5 inches of rain Saturday overnight, tonight through the day Sunday. And then back in here where I drew the second arrow, that's another plume, atmospheric river that's coming together, and it's going to come in and surge on the back of this. And that's what's going to be coming in Monday PM hours through Tuesday. And I think overall, and I'm changing my tune, I was saying the heaviest rains are going to be Sunday, but now I'm saying the strongest river of moisture, the strongest atmospheric river is going to arrive the PM hours of Monday, go through Tuesday into early Wednesday morning. And that could produce 2 to 3 inches of valley rainfall. So again, we got this impressive looking atmospheric river, the biggest one we've seen yet, coming in overnight tonight into Sunday. And we've got another one on the heels of that that's going to quickly come in that could be even wetter as temperatures get even warmer Monday PM, Tuesday into Wednesday morning. So lots of rain to get through yet. The National Weather Service is starting to put up a lot of information on their flood watches and warnings. This when I screen grabbed it, it got kind of blurry, but you can tell they're posting here on the Nehalem, the Wilson, Yamhill, Johnson Creek, Marys River in Philomath. And I will just tell you, if you look down here, they're basically, the point of this is between yesterday and Monday, they're saying there's anywhere from a 30 to a 50 to 60% chance of some kind of minor to moderate flooding on those riverways. Now, keep in mind, there's a lot more rain coming Tuesday into Wednesday. Now, if we check what's going on right now, this is from the National Weather Service page. You can log on and find this information yourself quite easily. This shows in green, everything's below flood stage right now. These are all rivers that are being monitored. Everything's below flood stage right now. Of course, we haven't gotten into the heaviest rains. As of early this morning, I think Portland is still under 1.5 inches if you go back to Thursday. So really, we're just starting to get going. These are projections currently for just a few rivers to give you kind of a feeling of what we're looking at. The Wilson River and Tillamook, always one of the best bets to get above flood stage. So this shows going into Tuesday morning, the Wilson River is just above the 12-foot flood stage. Keep in mind, there's more rain, heavy, falling Tuesday into Wednesday. So if you just think about it, you would assume that this farther out projection is not correct. And then, in fact, the Wilson River going into Wednesday morning will be more up here, around 15 or 16 feet. So that is significant flooding. I think that's enough to start pushing water over 101 in Tillamook County. Here's the Cowlitz River up in Kelso. Again, the Weather Service now pretty much in their equations, it would seem to be projecting the water into Tuesday morning. And this puts the Cowlitz River right at flood stage in Kelso. But again, more water coming into Wednesday morning. River could go higher. We'll see. Here's the Clackamas near Oregon City. That's getting down to the High Rocks area and getting pretty close to dumping into the Willamette. This is Monday morning, and they've got it nearing flood stage. Flood stage is 39 feet. They've got this nearing 37, but could it get up to 30? Could it get up to 39 feet with more rain coming Tuesday into Wednesday? Right now, they show that second spike is a little bit lower, but that could be higher. So again, there's lots and lots to keep tabs of. Here is the just my notes for the Portland metro area and the valley in general. Heaviest rainfall periods coming up is going to be what falls tomorrow, especially in the morning hours tomorrow. It's really going to be coming down. Then that second surge develops Monday, gets in the afternoon, gets stronger Monday overnight, rains all of Tuesday into early Wednesday morning. So it still looks to me like we get at least an inch or more tomorrow on Sunday from what falls overnight tonight through Sunday. It could be 1.2 to 1.4. Monday, 75 100s, and then the big push of rain Monday afternoon to early Wednesday morning of 2 to 3 inches. There's another surface front. It's not an atmospheric river, but another surface front that comes in on Thursday with about a half of an inch of rain. And that has lingering showers on Friday, and it still looks like we will be dry after that. Anyway, I know I'm talking forever. I hope you found this information somewhat interesting. Today, 46 to 54, we've got showers out there. Maybe there's periods of steady rain. Let me backtrack my earlier remarks. Maybe there's some periods of steadier rain, especially down in the mid to South Valley today. We got the rain picking up this evening through tomorrow. The heaviest is in the morning hours of Sunday, 49 to 58. Look at these temps. Then Monday, 52 to 60. Rain increasing during the afternoon. The heavy hours of steady rain, 54 to 60 on Tuesday, near record highs. Wednesday, the front comes in, kind of the back end of the main heavy rain threat, comes in midday Wednesday. That turns rains to showers. There's a second colder system on Thursday that will not. Thursday snow levels, by the way, go down to 3,000 feet, 44 to 49. And then a few showers of sunbreaks on Friday. And after that, we're done. Okay. So anyway, lots to keep tabs up. My weather site's portlandweather.com. I'm meteorologist Rod Hill. Thanks for listening to today's weather update on this Saturday.